Have you ever felt trapped in a relationship that you couldn't let go of, no matter how hard you tried? Perhaps you've experienced the pain of toxic connections, longing for freedom, yet unable to break free. Or maybe you're caught in a recurring cycle of forming deep bonds and then finding them difficult to sever. These struggles are all too common, but when it comes to twin flames, the challenges reach an entirely different level. Letting go feels almost impossible, like you're battling forces beyond your control. Why does this happen? And what makes twin flame connections so uniquely intense? We'll explore the profound reasons behind why letting go feels harder than it should, especially in twin flame relationships. You'll uncover the hidden dynamics of soul contracts, energetic bonds, and the deep telepathic connections that make these relationships so difficult to sever. By understanding the spiritual and emotional roots of these attachments, you'll gain clarity on why your efforts to move on may feel futile and learn practical steps to navigate this complex journey with greater ease and understanding. By the end of this video, you'll not only have a deeper understanding of the unique nature of twin flame relationships, but also the tools to approach them from a place of awareness and empowerment. Instead of feeling stuck or overwhelmed, you'll be able to see your connection in a new light, one that offers growth and healing rather than frustration and despair. This video will challenge you to rethink what it means to let go and embrace a transformative perspective on love, attachment, and your own spiritual journey. Stay with us until the end, and you may just discover the answers you've been seeking all along. Number 1. The nature of relationships and twin flames. Human relationships are an inescapable and integral part of our lives, forming naturally even when we do not actively seek them. Certain individuals are inexplicably drawn to us, whether we welcome it or not. However, these connections often follow a familiar cycle of creation and dissolution, leaving us grappling with the emotions tied to letting go. This process is particularly challenging in toxic relationships, where emotional bonds, though painful, are deeply rooted. When it comes to twin flames, this dynamic becomes significantly more complex, transcending the ordinary bounds of relationships. Twin flames share an extraordinary connection that originates from a soul contract made before birth, intertwining their destinies on a spiritual level. The experience of meeting a twin flame is nothing short of transformative. It often feels magical, characterized by moments of telepathy, an intuitive understanding of each other's thoughts and emotions, and an uncanny sense of familiarity, as if you've known this person across lifetimes. These unique qualities make the separation from a twin flame far more difficult than the end of a typical relationship. When one attempts to let go of a twin flame, the connection frequently intensifies, almost as if an unseen force is pulling both partners back together. This magnetic bond can become a source of immense frustration, especially when efforts to sever the relationship feel futile and beyond rational control. Yet, this phenomenon is not a sign of personal weakness or failure. Instead, it reflects the intricate and profound dynamics that define twin flame relationships. These connections are not merely emotional, they are deeply spiritual, designed to challenge and transform both individuals in ways that ordinary relationships cannot. Understanding this unique bond requires recognizing that its purpose often transcends romantic ideals. It serves as a catalyst for growth, healing, and spiritual awakening, even when the journey feels overwhelming. Before we dive deeper into the intricate layers of twin flame connections and the lessons they bring, take a moment to reflect on your own experiences with relationships. Have you ever felt an unexplainable bond with someone, a connection that seems to transcend logic and time? Perhaps you've encountered patterns in your relationships that mirror your own inner growth. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your story in the comments below, or simply type, "I embrace the lessons of my connections," to affirm your journey of growth and understanding. Your voice might inspire others on their path, Number 2. Fear, insecurities, and the challenge of letting go. Letting go is one of the most challenging emotional journeys we face, and at its core lies the weight of fear and the grip of insecurities. When it comes to twin flame relationships, these connections often bring profound growth and unparalleled transformation, as two souls intertwine in a dance of mutual improvement. This unique bond often meets each partner's emotional, spiritual, and even practical needs in ways that feel irreplaceable. However, it's precisely this depth of connection that makes the idea of letting go so incredibly intimidating. The fear of losing the extraordinary benefits and the almost magical synchronicity of a twin flame relationship can awaken insecurities that may have remained dormant. Questions like, what if I never find this kind of connection again? Or, what if letting go means losing a part of myself? Often echo in the mind, creating a storm of self-doubt. For those who have broken free from manipulative or harmful relationships in the past, the twin flame connection can feel like a lifeline, a sanctuary of healing and hope. Yet, the thought of stepping into the unknown beyond this bond can feel overwhelming, as it opens the door to uncertainty and solitude. This fear is not only a reflection of our attachment to the twin flame relationship, but also of the deep personal growth it inspires. Often, instead of walking away from the connection, individuals are drawn back to it, compelled by the undeniable sense of purpose and transformation it brings. The fear of loss can act as a mirror, showing each partner their vulnerabilities, unhealed wounds, and areas for growth. As challenging as this can be, it often serves as a catalyst for giving the relationship another chance, not out of desperation, but as a deliberate choice to deepen the connection. Rather than dissolving the bond, this process of facing fears and insecurities head-on can fortify the twin flame connection. It creates an opportunity to navigate challenges together, fostering resilience and understanding. In this way, the very fears that make letting go difficult can transform into stepping stones for a more profound and enduring relationship, one that transcends the superficial and anchors itself in mutual growth and unconditional love. Letting go, therefore, becomes not just a test of the relationship, but a journey into self-awareness, showing that the struggle is not merely about holding on to someone else. It's about discovering the strength and courage to face our innermost fears. Number 3. The cycle of separation and growth. Periods of separation in twin flame relationships may feel deeply painful, but they serve a profound purpose. These intervals act as a crucible for transformation, offering each partner a unique opportunity to focus on personal growth and self-discovery. What makes these moments of distance so pivotal is their ability to create the space needed for introspection, healing, and gaining clarity about the relationship's true purpose. Rather than signaling an end, separation often marks the beginning of a new phase of evolution for both individuals. During these times apart, each partner is given the chance to reflect on the shared experiences that have shaped their connection. They revisit memories, analyze lessons learned, and confront personal challenges that may have been revealed within the relationship. This reflection often highlights areas where healing or growth is needed, encouraging each person to work on themselves without the immediate influence of the other. It's a time to step into their own strength, build self-awareness, and cultivate qualities that contribute to a healthier and more balanced partnership. When twin flames eventually reconnect, the reunion carries with it a renewed energy. The time apart allows both partners to bring fresh insights, perspectives, and emotional maturity back into the relationship. These separations serve as catalysts, deepening the bond in ways that wouldn't have been possible without the distance. The relationship becomes enriched, not just by the love they share, but by the shared growth that strengthens their understanding of one another. Every challenge they face, both individually and together, serves to reinforce the unique connection they share. This recurring cycle of separation and reunion is one of the hallmarks of a twin flame relationship. It underscores the idea that their bond transcends the physical and emotional realms, touching on something much deeper, a soul-level connection that continuously evolves. Each separation is not merely a break, but a step forward in a greater journey, designed to help both individuals align with their higher selves. It is as if the universe orchestrates these intervals to ensure both partners are equipped to fulfill the greater purpose of their union. Ultimately, this cycle teaches patience, resilience, and the importance of individual growth within a partnership. It reminds both partners that their connection is not one of dependency, but of mutual empowerment. Every time they come back together, they do so as stronger, more evolved versions of themselves, ready to embrace the next chapter of their shared journey. In this way, separation becomes not an obstacle, but a cornerstone of the relationship's enduring strength and deeper purpose. Number 4, the emotional complexity of moving on. Moving on from a twin flame relationship is often described as one of the most emotionally complex experiences a person can face. Unlike ordinary relationships, twin flame connections are extraordinary in their intensity, marked by magical moments, soul-deep understanding, and a profound sense of unity. These bonds leave an indelible imprint on both individuals, making the process of letting go feel almost insurmountable. The challenge lies not only in parting ways with a person, but also in untangling the deep spiritual and emotional ties that bind them. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross's model of grief, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance offers a framework that closely mirrors the emotional journey of leaving a twin flame. The initial stage, denial, often manifests as an inability to accept that the relationship is over. Many individuals find themselves replaying memories or holding on to hope that the connection will reignite. This denial is not just about the loss of a partner, but also the loss of the unique spiritual bond that felt irreplaceable. As the reality of separation sets in, anger can emerge, directed at oneself, the twin flame, or even the universe for orchestrating such a powerful yet painful connection. Questions like, "Why did this happen to me?" or "Why couldn't we make it work?" often dominate this stage as the heart grapples with feelings of injustice and betrayal. This anger is fueled by the profound depth of the relationship and the seeming impossibility of moving on. The stage of bargaining follows, where individuals may find themselves mentally negotiating ways to rekindle the relationship. Thoughts such as, "If I change this about myself, maybe we'll find our way back to each other," or "Perhaps time apart will heal everything," can create a loop of false hope. This bargaining is a reflection of the difficulty in fully detaching from someone who felt like a soul's mirror. As reality becomes unavoidable, depression often takes hold. This stage is marked by an overwhelming sense of loss, not just of the person, but of the future that was imagined together. The void left by a twin flame can feel all-encompassing, as their absence often magnifies unresolved wounds and insecurities. The sadness isn't just about the end of the relationship. It's about losing a part of oneself that seemed intertwined with the other. Finally, the stage of acceptance arrives, though it is often the hardest to achieve. Acceptance doesn't mean the love for the twin flame disappears. Instead, it means acknowledging that the connection, while transformative, may no longer serve the present moment. It's about understanding that moving on doesn't erase the significance of the bond, but allows room for new growth and possibilities. The difficulty in moving on is compounded by the mind's relentless clinging to the connection. Memories, emotions, and unfulfilled dreams tied to the twin flame often resurface, regardless of efforts to suppress them. The more one fights to detach, the stronger the connection seems to resurge, creating a cycle of longing and resistance. Twin flames are not easily forgotten, because their impact reaches far beyond the surface, touching the deepest layers of the soul. Ultimately, moving on from a twin flame is not a linear journey, but a deeply personal process that challenges individuals to face their emotions, heal unresolved wounds, and grow in ways they never imagined. While the bond may never fully fade, acceptance brings the understanding that the relationship's purpose was to catalyze profound transformation. Through this realization, individuals can embrace the next chapter of their lives with newfound strength and clarity, carrying the lessons of the twin flame connection forward as a source of wisdom and resilience. Imagine a deep and ancient tree in the middle of a lush forest. Its roots are intertwined with another tree nearby, so tightly that they've grown together beneath the surface, sharing water, nutrients, and strength. Over time, a powerful storm arrives, tearing the two trees apart. The separation leaves both trees standing alone, their roots now exposed and raw, grasping for the connection that once nourished them. At first, the tree struggles. Without the familiar support, its branches droop, and its leaves lose some of their vibrancy. The forest floor feels colder and lonelier than ever before. The tree remembers the strength it felt when it was connected to the other tree, the way they shared life and weathered storms together. It wonders if it will ever feel whole again. But as seasons pass, the exposed roots begin to heal. The tree starts to grow in a new direction, reaching deeper into the soil for fresh sources of strength. Slowly, its leaves regain their color, and its branches reach higher toward the sun. The scars from the separation remain, but they no longer define the tree. Instead, they tell a story of resilience and adaptation, a story of how the tree found its own strength when the connection was no longer there. For people moving on from a twin flame, the journey can feel like this tree. The connection, much like the intertwined roots, is so deep that losing it feels like losing a part of yourself. But over time, healing becomes possible. The lessons and strength gained from the bond remain, even as you learn to stand on your own again. And like the tree growing in new directions, you discover parts of yourself that you never knew existed, finding beauty and purpose in the process of moving forward. Number 5. The idealized bond of twin flames. The connection between twin flames is often romanticized, likened to the timeless and deeply emotional narratives we see in movies or read about in epic love stories. It's not just a relationship, it's an extraordinary union that feels divinely orchestrated, as though two souls are mirroring each other perfectly. Twin flames often share an innate telepathy, an unspoken understanding that transcends words, allowing them to communicate on a level that defies logic. They exhibit profound compassion for each other, as if their emotional worlds are intricately entwined. Moreover, their shared commitment to personal and mutual growth creates a dynamic partnership that propels both individuals toward their highest potential, making this bond unlike any other connection in life. However, this intensity comes with its own challenges. Letting go of a twin flame can feel like losing a vital part of oneself, as if a piece of one's soul has been torn away. It's a pain that lingers, often shadowing future relationships. No matter how fulfilling or meaningful these subsequent connections might be, they rarely measure up to the soul-deep resonance and profound depth experienced with a twin flame. This sense of comparison frequently draws individuals back to their twin flames, reinforcing the magnetic pull of the bond. Over time, this cycle of separation and reunion not only strengthens the connection, but also underscores the unique and irreplaceable nature of the twin flame relationship. It's not just about love, it's about a journey of self-discovery, growth, and the profound realization that this bond is unlike anything else in the realm of human relationships. Number 6. Codependency and the role of the twin flame. The twin flame connection, while extraordinary and transformative, can sometimes shed light on deeper emotional dynamics, such as codependency. For many, this bond acts as a mirror, reflecting not only the beauty of unconditional love, but also revealing hidden aspects of one's inner world that might otherwise remain unnoticed. Twin flames have a unique ability to illuminate these shadows, bringing unresolved fears, insecurities, and dependencies to the surface. This process, while challenging, holds the potential for profound self-growth and healing, as it encourages individuals to confront their vulnerabilities and move toward greater self-awareness. Yet, this heightened awareness can also deepen feelings of attachment. The twin flame relationship often becomes a cornerstone of emotional stability, making the thought of separation or letting go feel nearly unbearable. This dependency, while rooted in the deep significance of the connection, can sometimes create a cycle of longing and pain. The realization of the twin flames' importance, of their role as both a teacher and a counterpart, drives an overwhelming desire to reunite, often compelling individuals to seek reconnection despite the challenges that may have led to the separation. When reunion does occur, it typically strengthens the bond even further, as both individuals bring the lessons learned during their time apart. The twin flame relationship becomes a crucible for transformation, where codependency evolves into interdependence, and the bond transcends the limitations of ordinary connections. In this way, the twin flame journey serves as both a reflection of one's deepest truths and a catalyst for achieving the highest forms of love and self-realization. If you've made it this far, it's clear that the journey of twin flames resonates deeply with you. Now take a moment to reflect on your own experiences. Have you noticed patterns of growth, challenges, or even moments of intense connection in your relationships? We'd love to hear your story. Whether it's about your own twin flame journey or the lessons you've learned along the way, your insights could inspire and help others walking a similar path. If sharing your story feels too personal, simply type, "I embrace growth and unconditional love," in the comments as an affirmation of your commitment to self-discovery and healing. Let's create a space of connection, understanding, and shared wisdom together. Twin flame relationships are profound and life-changing, serving as catalysts for growth, healing, and spiritual awakening. These connections, though often complex, remind us of the beauty of unconditional love and the transformative power of the soul's journey. Even in moments of separation, trust that every experience is part of a greater plan leading to reunion or deeper self-discovery. If this resonates with your journey, leave a comment below with the words, "Accept the twin flame connection," to affirm your commitment to embracing this divine bond. Don't forget to like this video, share it with others who may need this message, and explore the next video linked below for more insights on your spiritual path. Together, let's continue growing and unfolding the incredible mysteries of love and connection.